Hello everyone, we are doing the Powerpuff Girls video. Highly requested under my PR haul, and also the one that I'm kind of the most excited about because I just think this collection's too cute. And I have like an idea of the kind of makeup I want to do, kind of. I'll explain as we go. I think my next video that I do, like, you know, with a collection will be the Swan one. Was it called Ballet Swan or something? The flower nose one, because the packaging is unreal. This packaging is also unreal. We've got Blossom, Bubbles and Buttercup themed items, and I've already got my base on so we can cut out a bit of time and just really focus on all this. And it is by Shaaanxo as well, which is so cheap. So I'll link everything down below. And if you do struggle to purchase Shaaanxo off the actual Shaaanxo website, I think you can get this off just Shein. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to use these shimmer sticks. There's 3 different shades. Everything Nice, Sugar and Spice, of course. So these are the boxes. I love the little checker patterns. If you've watched my PR haul, you may have obviously seen some of this already, but I'll just go into depth in this video. So those are the boxes I love. And if you haven't seen the actual packaging of the tubes, you are in for a surprise, because how cool are these? They remind me of those, what are those, you know, those like lolly things? I never had them, but like, does that make any sense? Like from the 90s, those like things, and they had little heads on them, and like you'd like, anyway, how cute. And I do like how you still get the checker pattern on there as well, and then they simply pop off and you have product inside. The way I might try these is I might use this one for highlighter on my cheeks a little bit, and then I might use these ones on my eyes, because here's what I'm thinking. We've got 3 eyeshadow palettes as well, but in my last video I did do a pink eye look already. Even though the pink palette has to be my favorite, this is the leader, and they have these little magnetic sunglasses which are kind of cute, and it's a tin packaging. And these colors inside are just crazy cool. I love the color scheme here. I'll swatch them for you in a second. So I really wanted to use this today, but I kind of think I shouldn't, since I just did a look using kind of similar colors to these. We also have, this is probably my least favorite one. This is called Joy and Laughter, and these are the colors. I still like the colors, but I just don't typically go for light blue eyeshadow really. So those are those. And then finally, my favorite Powerpuff Girl. This one is called Toughest Fighter, and these colors are also my favorite. I would love to do one eye in this and one eye in the blue. I actually think green and pink would probably look the coolest, but let's just push ourselves outside of our comfort zone. Me talking to myself, clearly. I think the packaging and like the little embossing on the eyeshadows, how cool. It literally has like Buttercup on there, the little test tube, a star, a little lightning bolt. Like, the detail's so cute, and this is nice and lightweight, but it doesn't feel cheap. If you're a packaging fanatic like I am, here's how the boxes come as well. Real cute. I'll show the lip products later on, but we've also got the blush, but I feel like this is more of like a highlighter kind of product. I don't know, we'll try it on and see. But it's called the Tough Love Shimmer Blush. It's another little like tin, and that is how it looks on the inside. I'm gonna put this on first before we even get started with any of the swatches. This is the box. This is the Save the Day Lip Care. So it's like a lip mask, I believe. I have no idea what it smells like or anything, so let's have a look. Comes with a protective seal. Oh my god, I wasn't expecting that. Look at this. It's got like 3 different colors, little swirl situation. It's very lip balmy in texture. Like, you look at it, it kind of looks like it'd be like moussey or like soft, but it's not. It's like a balm. I can't really smell anything. It does not have like a strong scent. I can't smell anything, to be honest. I don't know if it's because of my like sinuses still being screwed up. Like, they're still screwed up. If you've been watching my last few videos, you know. Feels nice. Just feels like a lip mask, but quite a balmy texture rather than, you know, some lip masks are quite like, not liquidy, but you know what I mean? Like the ones I used in my last video, they're more of like a liquidy. This is more of that balmy, solid kind of texture. It feels good though. Let's get started. I'm just gonna swatch the pink colors out of here first. Usually, I have not looked at my finger yet. Usually, Shaaanxo eyeshadows are like incredible. Like, I actually do use them a lot day to day. So there we go. So that is the lightest like pink highlight color. I'm just gonna zoom you in a little bit so you can really see. Here we go. Slightly chalky, but not too bad considering how you know, light the color is. I actually think it's quite even considering. Next up, we'll do the one that says Blossom on it. This one right here looks like that. Look at that. That was barely any pressure. And once again, they're quite like neon, and that is very, very evenly pigmented for a neon kind of color. That reminds me a lot of the color I used in my previous video by P. Louise. I'll link that video down below if you want to go watch it, because literally you could recreate the look I created in that video with this palette. I'm not even joking. Like, this next color literally looks so similar to the color that I put on my eyelids in the last video. Like, what are the chances? Here's how it looks. That is so nice. Arguably actually swiped on even nicer than the P. Louise one, low-key. The P. Louise one I had to add a couple of layers. That is like one layer. How beautiful are those? Next one, I've just made it a little bit darker because I feel like it was too bright before, and I feel like this is more accurate in terms of like the color depth. That one there is like a darker version of this one, kind of similar. It's a little bit less neon, but it's still got that very bright base to it. The next row is a little bit more orange. This last color looks incredible. I'm excited about that one. We'll start with the shimmer right here. It's got a little star on it. Here it is. Oh, that's so pretty. It reminds me of Orgasm Blush by NARS. Then we have this orange. I'm wondering if these two oranges are going to be like similar to each other. This is beautiful. I love that color. Oh, I really want to wear that. The next orange, it is different. It's brighter. The previous orange is a little bit more muted, but I mean, they're very similar, let's be honest. This last color I feel like I'm gonna be obsessed with. Oh, it's so rich. So like, I want to say like creamy. It's not a cream eyeshadow, it's a powder eyeshadow, but it just like goes on creamy. How beautiful are those shades? That dark one is so pretty. I feel like you could wear it with the oranges or the pinks as well, like just on the outer corner or like to smoke. Colors like this are right up my alley. Like, I actually really like pink eyeshadow. Orange I don't wear so much, but that makes me want to. We'll swatch this palette next, which is once again called Toughest Fighter. I'm just gonna swatch them all. And then, yeah, because you're going to see a lot of them applied to my eye in a second. I do feel like these eyeshadows are slightly more dusty than the pink ones for some reason, like the formula, but I just had to kind of wipe them back and forth once or twice to like blend in the excess powder. I feel like maybe there'd be a bit more fallout on this palette than on the pink one. Wow, that color is insane. I just want to see how the black goes on. Oh god, I've done these swatches all crooked. I'm just going to put it over here. It's the black. Pretty good. Close up. The shimmers are so cool, and I love the color in between the two shimmers, like the olive green. They're all fairly different as well, all the matte colors there. Now we'll swatch the blues. Joy and Laughter is what this one's called once again. Might help if I actually remove the plastic coating. Now you can see the colors better. The white looks decent. A little bit patchy, but it is white. Not bad. The blue is so pretty though. Look at that. It's like fairy princess vibes. And there's also like a black in this palette. I don't know how they differ. This one's more of like a true black, I would say. The one in the green palette is like greeny undertone, like just off black. It's like the darkest charcoal green you've ever seen. But to a blind eye, it's just gonna look black. Look at this. Crazy pigmented like silver color. Blue undertone. A rogue yellow. A little bit powdery as well, but still blends out nicely. I used to love blue eyeshadow, like that shimmer. This blue actually goes on so beautifully. It's just a little bit darker than the other blue in the palette. So those are the colors. There's actually some very pretty ones. I still don't know how often I would gravitate towards that, but there we go. So we're gonna do one eye of each, and I love doing two eyes in different colors, and I haven't done it on my channel in so long. It's literally one of my favorite looks to do though. Like, every time I do it, I just feel like badass. Maybe not so excited for like blue on my eyes, but it'll be fun. I'm not gonna use a primer. Should I? I feel like I should. I did in my last video and I did like it. I remember why I like this base so much. Let's just do a little bit. I'm not gonna do as much as last time. Just a little something. So we also have the shimmer sticks, which I started showing you earlier. There's obviously the pink one. Then there's also the green and blue. So I might use these on my brow bone and see how they work. Maybe on the inner corner. Look how amazing this green is. Like, it's literally, let's swatch it because I haven't swatched it yet. That's how it looks. Very, very, very reflective, and it goes on like so thin. It almost just feels wet, like a liquid. Let's do the blue. This was Spice, by the way, the green, and then the blue is Nice. It's just like a light blue. I hope I can pull off the blues. I'm worried about how this is gonna look because I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like light blue is kind of hard to wear. And then this is my favorite, naturally, Sugar. Like, is that not like the most beautiful like pink reflect ever? Look at it. It's like kind of got like bright peachy pink reflect to it. So nice. All right, there we go. Prepped and primed. All nice and even. Now, maybe I go with the blue first because I'm so stressed about it. Do I need to do a little bit? I feel like I need to do a little bit of bronzer in both the creases because otherwise it's just gonna look garish. Is that the word? Like light blue, just like, it's gonna look just not me. Whereas if I do a little bit of brown, I just feel like it'll soften the looks, but they'll still be bright and fun, don't worry. I'm gonna use Cookie Cup because it's just a nice light bronzer color, nothing too hectic. I'll probably end up using a little bit of this bronzer just on my face as well, so that's why I've chosen this one. See, just a little bit. My eyebrows look low-key like really crap today, so if you could just keep your mouth zipped. I know, like this one, don't even know what happened. It just ended up like grouch. I don't know what color to go into. Maybe just naturally we start with this lighter blue that's got bubbles written on it. Brush, like, look how bright that is. And I'm just gonna go straight in because I want to see if any falls out. I have no idea what look I'm actually doing, by the way. I just chose to put that in the crease for whatever reason. See, already I'm just like, that's weird. Why am I doing this? Pushing myself out of my comfort zone when no one asked me to. Then I'm going into the darker matte blue, the one that looks very similar to the one I just used, just a shade darker on the other row. Focusing it more on the outer part of the crease. Outer corner and blending it in. Just adding a bit more bronzer. Oh, I don't like these colours on me. I probably would have used to have liked colours like this, but just lately it's just not really what I would go for. So we're just not going to do the yellow. I'm going to try and use most of the other colours, probably not the black either, to be fair. I'm going to go in with the darker blue shimmer in this corner here. Here's how it looks on the brush. I'm going to use the light icy blue, the shimmer right here. I'm going to use the same brush. I'd say it's better with your finger. Let's try it. Yep. Man, that color is actually stunning. I love that color. If I had that with like purple and stuff like that, and then just this shimmery blue on the lid with purple on the outside of it, I think it would look so pretty. It's almost like a wet look shimmer. It's so pretty. Definitely saved the look. Gonna go in with the darker blue. These two colors just go together so nicely. I do not love whatever is happening in the crease. I think you'd actually be better off like using those blue eyeshadows I used in my crease on the lid for a matte look with like something completely different. I'm gonna add a little bit of the color that has bubbles written on it, like the lighter matte blue. We've got a little bit of fallout too. Nothing too bad, but a little bit. Take a brush and just flick it off as best I can. I've got a big pimple popping up on my nose. How fun. Taking the darker matte blue and potentially ruining everything. I'm going to put that on my lower lash line. And then on my finger, I'm going to take the light blue from my lid, the shimmery light blue. I'm going to rub that against my lash line with my finger. I'm going to do a couple layers of that, and I'm just avoiding my inner corner because I'm going to use that light color there. Is that okay? Going in with the lightest color, like the kind of whitish light blue. I'm gonna put that on my inner corner for a base. I kind of love it matte though. Yeah, I think I'll leave it matte, but I might do the shimmery brow bone. Okay, I kind of actually don't hate this anymore. I feel like it's kind of come together. What do you guys think? Let's go in with this. And I guess I just like put it directly on. It feels like cold when you apply it. Oh, it's so cool. It's like frosty looking, frosty shimmery. I haven't blended it out yet. Might actually blend it with the color I used for my inner corner. Just smooth it out a little bit. I think I ruined it by using the brush with the powder on it. It kind of went patchy. Let's layer some more on and hope for the best. Okay, hopefully it looks even better once we do like lashes and liner and stuff. But here's how we are looking. I'm going to go straight onto the other eye before we finish it off because just in case, you know, I want to fix anything. The colours themselves though are stunning, and I do really like this. Just don't use your powder on top of it by accident. It applied really well on top of powder though, I have to say. All right, here we go. I'm excited for this palette. I don't even know what colours I want to use. I reckon this one. It says Buttercup on it, and it's literally the most amazing like Shrek green. Oh yes. I'm obsessed. I love this color. It's like that very muted but bright at the same time. I'm gonna also go in with a little bit of this one with the little test tube thing on it. Oh, that's quite dark. See, the thing is I want to match the kind of depth of the other eye, because obviously it's different colors, but we need to kind of match the depth and match the color placement and stuff like that. I'm just going to go straight in with my finger for the shimmers. I think I'll go outside with this one and then inside with this one. And they are like very incredible looking shades. Stunning. I guess I'll use the, like this one underneath. I'm so excited for this color. Inner corner. The only thing I would change about these palettes, of course, is a mirror, because I love mirrors. That color is sick. Final touch, a little bit of spice.
And a little bit of spice.
I'm just obsessed with these. They literally feel wet and cold when you apply them. I have no idea if you're supposed to keep putting on these little protective seals, but I'm going to, just in case it's like to help keep it fresh. I don't know. So I literally never want to be without these. Like, that would look so good on the lid in a corner. But you know me, I love a frosty brow bone. And I know it's like a bit because it's so like colourful, but because it's like that kind of creamy formula, it's a little bit sheer and it just hits the light, so it's a bit of fun. What do you reckon? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish off the eye makeup. I'm going to just probably pop on. I don't think I'm going to bother with eyeliner on the top, but I think I'll match eyeliners in the bottom. I'll do some mascara and probably lashes, and I'll be right back. I thought I'd just show you quickly what I'm doing with my lashes. I'm doing a double stack. So I've already got one lash. They're just outer corner lashes from XO Beauty. I've already got one here. I've done two here just for like extra drama. I just felt like it needed a little touch more. So that's how they look when you double stack them. So all I did was I just applied it like normal, and then I'm just coming in with my second lash, popping some glue on, and then just pop it right on top of the world. Hey, and I didn't do a very good job with my mascara today, because I literally was like, oh, I don't need to like do good because I'm gonna wear like a full strip lash. And then I saw the half lashes. I was like, yeah, half lashes. So now I've got like 3 eyelashes on the inner part, but that's okay. Lashes are on. I probably need to like, you know, squeeze them into my natural lashes a little bit, but I'll just wait for them to fully stick. I just wanted to show you too, I went in and washed my hands before. They're still on, and then I went like this, look. They don't smudge. How cool. So they really stay, but I'm pushing. Look at my skin move. And look at that. On my waterline, I used a blue and green from LA Girl. The neon liners in Gotcha and Electric. Now I'm going to use this highlight blush situation. It says it's a blush. I'm kind of hoping it is a blush, but to me, it looks frosty. Let's swatch it first. That. I mean, that looks like a highlighter to me. I'm going to use it on a little bronzer brush and kind of try to pick up that middle colour. You can see it in the middle there. Okay, yeah, that's blush. Oh, even a bit too much. It's actually so pretty. It's actually quite a bright blush. Oh, okay, I actually love this. It is the most perfect, like, warm, bright flush. You kind of want to, like, move your brush around when you're, like, you know, picking it up, so you can kind of blend it easier. Because if you just do what I did and go wiggle, wiggle, wiggle with it in one spot, you get a very bright dot in the middle. You kind of want to distribute it first. And yeah, it's definitely a blush. It's not highlighty at all when you actually get that middle shade. So blue side and the green side. What side do you like better? I like the green side better always, but right, I do want to try applying this to my highlight area. I just don't know how it's going to go. I'm just going to literally go straight ahead and just like tap it on. Maybe put a bit on my finger. Yeah, it works. It's not as reflective as when I swatched it on my hand, probably because I'm like putting it on top of powder. I'm assuming you could just sit here and build it up a bit. Well, there you go. When you like kind of swipe it on a bit more, it's more intense. It's not like perfectly easy to blend out though. Like you can kind of see the edge to the product, and if you blend it out too much, then it just kind of like doesn't look as shiny. It's one of those products you want to blend like as minimally as you can, but I'm still happy with how that looks. It's not perfect on the cheekbones, but you know, you can play around with it. Now the last 3 products, 2 of them are a surprise because I only had a sneak peek at the green one. So this one is called Buttercup. These are the Super Trio lip gloss. I think you buy them in like a 3-set. So Buttercup is this green color. We'll try all of them on and then I'll pick which one I want to actually wear and we'll like put it together with a lip liner and everything. They have a little charm on them which is literally just like everything to me. I love the packaging. It's so cute. There's little illustrations on the actual tube as well, if you can see. Oh gosh, it's not focusing. Oh my god, stop focusing on me. There we go. Then there's Bubbles, which once again, oh cute. It's got the little charms and everything. Now we know blue is meant to make your teeth look whiter. Isn't that the whole thing? And then probably like everyone's favorite is going to be Blossom, surely. Because I'm assuming it's going to be pink. Oh, it's so cute. Look at this. And I'm assuming they're going to be kind of sheer, but we'll try them all on. First of all, the lip mask still feels like it's there. Unlike the Natasha Denona one in my last video, it kind of like sunk in and like disappeared, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But when I think of like a lip mask, this is labeled Lip Care. I'm assuming it's kind of similar to a lip mask, if not the same. And this one is called a lip mask. Oh, I just stabbed myself. Usually I prefer a lip mask to kind of stay for a very long amount of time so you can apply them and wear them overnight or whatever and still feel like your lips are covered in something rather than just like a lip balm which you reapply throughout the day. Do you know what I mean? So this is still on my lips right now, 100%. It's very, very moisturizing feeling. I'm just wiping it off now. And my lips feel very, very, very smooth. They were real dry this morning, so I'm pretty impressed. Let's go in with Buttercup first. The applicator's like the lip oil, same kind of packaging. There's like a smell, but I can't figure out what it is. Oh, it's actually full on. Okay, when you blend it out though, it's not as full on. You can really like apply a lot to one area to get like a hard out green shift. Or you can like see this is blended out and it's kind of like just like a reflective green. Not too thick. It doesn't feel sticky at all. It doesn't feel goopy. That is the green one. To be fair, if you put that on top of like a nude lip liner, it would probably look quite nice. I know we're a little bit dark here, but I just want to kind of show you the color better. Bubbles. There's Bubbles, a little bit more blue as you can see. Also, a little tip, if you have a lipstick that you want to make a little bit more like, you know, cool toned, like a pink, and you want to make it more baby pink, this on top. And I already know this is going to be my favorite, Blossom. Beautiful. Very, very wet look, very glossy looking. It's high shine, like very high shine formula with the like glittery reflect. But they're all on like a clear base, so you could pair them with whatever. I've just grabbed a couple of random lipsticks I haven't used in ages, slash products. This is not lipstick. Lip liner. This is Rare Beauty in Lively. And then I'm going to use Pink Sorbet from Kimchi Chic Trixie Mattel. Because I just want like colourful lips but not colourful, so I thought like a pastel pink would be good. And I obviously want to use Blossom lip gloss, but I think I'll use the blue actually. Bubbles, just to show you how it looks on top of like a pink, like I said. See, it just gives a slight like blue shift, like tint even. Completely honest, I don't even know if you'd be able to see that through the camera. It's so subtle. If you look incredibly close on my lips, you can see a little bit of blue fleck, but it literally just is like gloss, like it's whatever. If you really wanted to see the color of the glitters, I think you need to use it on like bare lips or like maybe even just like a nude lip liner. I don't know. Super, super glossy. Do you guys reckon I did well with the vibes? I love the makeup. I think it's so Powerpuff Girl. I actually love this eye makeup. I feel like, yeah, it's super Powerpuff Girl, so I'm happy with it. Even the blue, like I really warmed up to the blue. Even if I had both eyes blue right now, I feel like it would be quite cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this review in-depth swatch thing. And if you're asking if I would recommend this collection, 100%. 100%. The lip glosses, even though like they're just whatever color wise, I think they're beautiful in terms of like super juicy looking, super wet look, and the packaging is just adorable. Like I would just love to whip this out of my clutch and just pop on my lip gloss because like it's just vibes, you know what I mean? Like sometimes the packaging just makes it all better, and the product isn't bad, but yeah, it's not as like exciting as it looks from the outside. Eyeshadow palettes, incredible. These shimmer things, incredible. The lip mask seems to work really well. I kind of wish it was like really strong scented, like cotton candy or something. Maybe it is, and maybe I just can't smell anything again, but yeah. And the blush, I literally thought that this was going to be like my least favorite thing in the collection. I thought it was just going to be like whatever, but surprisingly I actually think this color blush is so nice. It's like the perfect kind of bright pink. It just like glows, like it makes your cheeks glow. It's so nice. I'll link everything I used today down below in the down bar if you want to recreate this look or like shop anything for yourself. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Bye bye.